You're not learning, you are hiding. And if you've watched more than 10 videos about starting an online business and still haven't posted anything, then this video is going to sting a little bit. But it might also be just the thing that finally gets you unstuck. Hi, my name is Bianca and I help beginners build online businesses so they can work from literally anywhere in the world. I've been building online since 2017 and I've helped hundreds of students get their first clients, and I've been living the full digital nomad life since 2023. So yeah, the whole remote thing is very real over here. Today, I want to talk about something that I see constantly in the people that I work with. Something that feels incredibly productive, but it's actually keeping them completely stuck. And today I want to show you exactly why your brain is tricking you into thinking that scrolling counts as working and what to do instead. Okay, so be honest with me for a second. How many browser tabs do you have open right now with things that you are going to look into later? How many courses have you bought that are still sitting at 0% complete? And how many times have you told yourself that I just need to figure out my niche first, or I just need to understand personal branding a little bit better, or I just need to watch one more video about, and every time you finish that video, what happens is you are gonna find the next video because the algorithm is very good at its job, and so is your brain. Because here's what your brain is doing. It's giving you like a little dopamine hit every time that you learn something new. That feeling of like, oh, that's really interesting, or I didn't know that. That feels like progress. It feels like you are being responsible. It feels like you are being smart and strategic about your business. But actually, it's not moving your business forward at all. And deep down, I think you might already know that. So yeah, let me know, how long have you been in researching mode? So here's the real problem. And I say this with a lot of love because I have watched this happen over and over again with the people that I work with, and I've also done this many times myself when I first started out. And the problem is not that you don't know enough yet. The problem is that you are scared of actually getting started, and your brain has found the most genius way to avoid starting by making you feel like you are already working. So let me tell you about someone that I have been working with. She had been preparing to start her online business for 8 months. 8 months. She had bought free courses. She had color-coded Notion documents with all the different things that she could possibly do. She knew all the frameworks like the Ikigai, the skill stack, everything. But she had done nothing. She started nothing yet. And when she joined my community, the first thing that I told her was you're not going to learn anything new this week. You are going to post something on Instagram about your business, anything. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to exist. And she kind of pushed back on that. She said oh, but I'm not ready. And yeah, I said, I know, but post it anyway. And so she did. And she almost deleted the post 3 times. But within a few weeks of actually doing things and putting stuff out there, instead of researching how to do a certain thing or making it perfect, she had actually landed her first client. Because doing, that is what's going to give you the real feedback. Watching only gives you more questions. So it is not that you don't know enough, but it is that your brain has convinced you that learning is doing the work. And actually it is not. The work is actually implementing what you are learning. And the faster you catch that trick your brain is playing on you, the faster everything will change. Okay, so let me give you 3 things that you can do actually right now to snap out of that learning trap. Step 1 is recognize what the trap actually feels like, because you cannot break a pattern that you cannot see. So here are the things that you should look for. If you have been researching something you've already researched before, you're saving content to come back to later just to never come back to it at all, and you're watching someone else do the exact same thing that you want to do instead of doing it yourself. Stop telling yourself that you will start when you feel ready, because that feeling will never come from just watching videos. It will come from doing stuff. So I want you to set a trigger that next time you open YouTube out of habit, you are going to take an action step instead. Okay, step number 2, use the 2-minute decision filter. So before you open any new YouTube video, I want you to ask yourself one question. Do I actually not know what to do next? Or am I just scared to do it? And if you genuinely don't know how to do a certain thing, then of course you can watch a video on it. YouTube is amazing, but give yourself a 20-minute gap and then go in with one specific question that you need answered. And if you do already know what to do, but you are just avoiding it, then then close the video, close YouTube, and actually go do the thing. So I want you to stop consuming with no direction. And if you are consuming, I want you to go in with a specific question, get the answer, then close YouTube and actually go do it. All right, step number 3, replace the scroll with a tiny action sprint. So your brain needs to be rewired. You cannot just take something away. It actually needs to be replaced with something that also feels good. So every time you catch yourself opening YouTube or Instagram out of a habit, then swap it with a 10-minute action sprint. So go write a post, go create a reel, send out an email, message a potential client, right? It doesn't have to be big, but you do need to do it. And now I know what some of you are thinking. Bianca, this is fine for you, but I genuinely don't know enough yet. I will mess it up. I will look stupid. I will give someone the wrong advice. But here is what I want you to consider. Like every single person who is building something online right now, they started without knowing enough, without knowing everything, right? Every coach, every creator, every freelancer, they started messy. And the doing is actually what taught them what they needed to know to move forward. There is no amount of research that will tell you what works for your audience, in your voice, in your specific energy. Only putting it out there will. So the question isn't like, do I know enough? Am I like an expert enough? The question is, what is the smallest possible version that I can do right now to find out what my audience actually wants, right? What kind of content do they want to see? What kind of offers do they want? What do they want to learn about? Now, here's what I want you to take away from this video. If you have been in research mode for weeks, for months, that is not a you problem. That is a brain trick. And your brain found a way to make avoidance feel like it's ambition, like you are making progress. But now you can see that it's not, and now you can catch it. And actually, I made something really cool for you guys. It's called the Learning and Doing Tracker. So basically, it starts with the decision filter that we spoke about. You're going to fill out these questions, and then it's going to say either yes, you can go consume, or no, you need to go and actually take action. And then you can keep track of it here. So you can log your time. How much time did you spend on consuming this day, and how much time did you spend on actually building stuff? And then here you will be able to see like what is the ratio. And it's kind of like a little reality check for you, because if it leans like a lot more towards consuming, then you know that you need to take more action. And then there's also like a streak for the week, and then your history. You can see it for this week, for the month, and for all time. So basically, it's just a really fun way to keep track of, okay, how much am I actually spending on learning and consuming, and how much time am I spending on actually building and doing stuff? I think building should be more. Like 50-50 is okay, but you should spend more time on actually implementing. Otherwise, the consuming and the learning just goes to waste if you're not doing anything with it. If you want a whole community of people who are done researching and actually want to start building, that is what Remote Income School is for. The link is in the description of this video, so come say hi. And if this video hit home, then give it a like, subscribe to my channel, so I can keep making more videos like these. All right, and now go close this video, go do the thing, go build, and I will see you on the inside of Remote Income School.